Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy Jordan, man. What's up, my guy? What's up, boy?
Chilling, man. Talk to me. Got a game today, so
yeah,
ready
man.
to get through this. Ready to get through. Get it going.
Yeah. Listen, man, that boy Halliburton did it again. Not once, not twice, but again and again and again, man. He done gamed another motherfucking team. Fuck game. Only this time it's in the NBA Finals on the biggest stage, dog. You know what I mean? I know you had OKC in 5. I had OKC in 6. We was talking about this, you know what I mean? I said it wasn't going to be easy. You looked at me like I was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, man. But listen, I know we pressed for time and shit, you know what I'm saying? So for the viewers right now, y'all see what's on the screen. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all watch these NBA Finals. Make sure you follow me and Jordan on Instagram as well. You know what I mean? Speaking of Instagram, hey, man, start collaborating on everything I send you, goddammit. It's too much shit in there that you ain't collaborated on, goddammit. Collaborate on that shit, man. Collaborate it, goddamn. Why I gotta keep telling you? Why I got you?
I do collaborate. I do collaborate.
I need to pull up what you ain't collaborated on? Do I gotta
No. I'm saying I do collaborate. I
collaborate on everything.
I do collaborate, though.
No, you don't. Everything Under the Lights, I need you to collaborate on. You know what I mean? But listen, we'll get to that another day, you know what I mean? Because I got to keep telling your little ugly ass that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm definitely not ugly. I'm definitely not ugly. I hear you, though. I got to tell
your little ugly ass this shit, man. I'm tired of repeating myself. You're lucky we don't live by coast to each other. I slap the shit out your ass. You understand? You understand? Okay. But, nah, man, you know, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We don't want to waste no more time because we can't get that back. And plus, my guy Jordan got a game today. You know what I mean? So much luck to you in that. Hopefully, you don't get the game winning goal shot on you like the motherfucking OKC did. You know what I'm saying? But y'all nigga, listen. The Pacers did it again on a Halliburton game winner, man. Again, they beat OKC game 1 in OKC, 111-110 in game 1 of the NBA Finals. Just real quick, man, what was your thoughts on that game last night, dog? Talk to me. I mean, listen, bro, I'm not shocked. You know, I'm not shocked. I did say OKC in 6, but I said you don't think they can win a game in OKC? You don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I said they play the same way. I said the Pacers is not going to go down without a fight, bro. They play the same way, but they got, OKC got better players, whatever the case may be, right? But goddamn, nigga, you look at the first half, you see all them turnovers. They had like 19 turnovers in the first half. They was only down 12. I'm talking about the Pacers. Had 19 turnovers in the first half, and they was only down 12 because OKC wasn't really capitalizing on a lot of shit. You look at Shea, yeah, he had 30, but in the first half, he was 8 of 18. Jalen Williams was 6 of 19 for the whole game. He started out bricking shit. He didn't hit no shots until later on in the game. You feel what I'm saying? And like I mean, they just the Pacers just know how to hang around, bro. If even though Hallie, you know what I mean, he's getting a bunch of praise for the game-winning shot, bro, he wasn't the determining factor in this game. You know what I'm saying? It was Nembhard, you know what I mean, who had the ball in his hands close to the end of the game. Then you had Nesmith hitting key shots as well. You know what I'm saying? He hit the game winner, but I don't think he's even the real star of this game. I think it's Nembhard. At the time he had the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter, making shots and shit like that. I think that was the determining factor in the game. OKC, even with all the turnovers caused, bro, they wasn't capitalizing on their shit like they normally do. They was missing a bunch of open shots. The defense was there. They had the lead. They had the lead for 47 minutes. The Pacers didn't have a lead the whole game until 0.3 seconds left. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, even with the suffocating defense that OKC provides, you know what I'm saying? The Pacers are not going to go anywhere. They going to stick around, bro. You know what I mean? And they ain't going out without no fight. So that's why I didn't have OKC in 5. I said OKC in 6. You know what I mean? Now we got the potential. It got a potential to go 7, unless you're telling me the Pacers about to win game 2. If they win game 2, this shit is over with, if you ask me. Unless you're telling me OKC gonna come here to Naptown and win 2 games in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Is it possible? Yeah, but God damn it, it ain't gonna be easy. They just blew one in their crib, and they had multiple double-digit leads throughout the game. As I mentioned, they had the lead for 47 minutes, man. 47 minutes, and they didn't capitalize on all the opportunities that they were supposed to capitalize on. Chet, look at Chet. He going up all soft. The Chet going up all soft, missing layups and things like that. You got missed free throws from guys. You know what I'm saying? The shooting percentage wasn't that well. Like I said, the defense always travel, but the Pacers are a team that can score. So if you're not just going to shut them down, you know what I mean, and just blow their ass out, I told you, they the team at the cookout that when you know everybody ate already and the food is already sitting on your stomach, you ready to go lay down and shit, you look like shit. What y'all about to do? Y'all about to cut out, man? What's up? What y'all about to do today? You know what I'm saying? You gotta basically tell them it's over with. It's time for y'all to go. Because if you don't, I also said if you shoot the Pacers, you know what I mean, in the body, in the chest, and in the stomach and in the legs, but you don't take their brain out, nigga, they gonna still be crawling around and you gonna see them in your rear view mirror. And that's exactly what happened. Then when it came down to the end of the game, shit, Hallie did what he been doing all playoff series. You can't deny it. You know what I mean? He been hitting clutch shots. You know what I mean? Game-winning shots as well, whether it's the first round, second round, conference finals, or the NBA finals that we just seen last night. So I'm not shocked the Pacers won the game because I told you, bro, it's not going to be easy. I know they play the same way. The Pacers got a good-ass team, too. They got a good team too. They got a team that could go out there and compete with OKC and go out there and win the finals if OKC ain't on their shit. And last night, OKC was on their shit, but they didn't finish on their shit because they gave up a 10-2 run and a 12-2 run to end the game. You know what I'm saying? So if they gonna keep doing that shit, this series will be over because the Pacers you're gonna have to kill the Pacers. You're gonna kill the Pacers. That's what you're going to have to do. So if they don't do that, it's going to be I ain't going to say it's going to be a long series. It could be a short series for the other team. And OKC, like you were saying, it was going to be a short, quick series for the Pacers. It could be the other way around. I'm telling you, dog. So that's where I'm at with that.
Okay. You know, back in 2001, you know what I mean?
Hey, man. Hey, listen. 2001 was my team. 2000 was the Pacers team. I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about. Against the Lakers. Do you want me to say it for you? Want me to say it? They won the game against the Lakers. And oh my God, the Lakers came back and blah, 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 they did their thing. Right? 4-1. Okay, keep going.
Listen.
Oh shit.
Yesterday did not change my mind, or it shouldn't have changed nobody's mind about what this series is about to be, bro. It shouldn't. Because defense, like the way that OKC plays defense, man, it's just, listen, Halliburton, them niggas was in them shorts, man. Like, it was difficult for them niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they did come back and make it whatever, but that's game one, bro. Game one is usually what? What does LeBron James say?
No, they ain't Bron. They ain't Bron.
But let me tell you something. This team right here is one of the best defensive teams in NBA history. They get after it, man.
Yes, we seen it last night.
And right now, SGA, and let me be very, very clear. SGA is having one of the best seasons from a guard perspective that we've ever seen in NBA history.
Yeah.
And he's by far the best player in this series. He's by far, like, no one can stop him from getting to where he wants to get to, whether he makes shots or misses shots, bro. He gets wherever he wants to get to, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way that he get, like, he's such a great player. But all I'm saying, and this is all I'm gonna say, is that this reminds me of 2001.
Oh, man.
This reminds me of 2001. And I'm going to tell you right now that I feel even more confident that OKC is about to win 4 straight games.
Bro.
I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
So you feel more confident that they about to win 4 in a row, 4-1.
So do you remember when there was a guy in the Eastern Conference that was going to the Eastern Conference Finals about 9 times in a row, and you could basically book it that's going to happen?
Yeah.
That's how confident I feel.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember when KD went to the Warriors and they?
Oh, you just knew. You just knew it. That's finals. It's champion. You just so damn. You that confident?
I'm not confident.
Okay, Jordan, you do know that in the first half they caused 19 turnovers. For the game, it was 24. Why they stopped turning the ball over? They only had 5 turnovers in the second half. Talking about the Pacers. And without the turnovers, they was able to walk their ass down. And I get Jalen Williams he was 6 of 19, terrible shooting. Chet Holmgren, 6 points. He missing buckets at the rim. I get all of that, but damn, 4 in a row. I don't know. No, they're not winning 4 in a row, bro. And I got OKC still winning the series. Them niggas is not about to win 4 straight. And what?
I have a question for you. You know when Indiana played New York and they was like, and they came back and then they got them wins, again last night. And we was like, yo, Indiana, they're better than New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were on that wavelength. When they came back, when they were like, because the game was never out of reach big time in this game, you know.
Yeah, let that sink in.
Hold on. When they came back though, and we're looking, I'm like, they are not nowhere near better than OKC, bro. Like, what? You can even hold on. You even though they came back, when they did it against New York and when they do it against OKC, you're still of the belief, because it's just like how it happened, and the way that things just luckily went their way, and the man shot an air ball, dropped into Siakam's hand, and went in, and he went and got a thing. The friggin' you had Nembhard tween, step back, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, come on, bro, what we doing?
What are you talking about?
And I'm saying that, especially the way that they played is so you can replicate that consistently. Them continuously thinking that they're gonna be able to come back and think it's not gonna happen, brother. I'm telling you, 4 straight. You can put that on my mama. I'm telling you right now.
Don't you put that on me? No, you're not. You better keep that off of her. You keep that off of her. I'm about to call moms. You keep that shit off her fucking name. Don't bring her up in this shit. Don't put Elena, don't put Ashley, don't put Bubba's, nobody in that shit. 4 in a row.
Here, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, listen, but anyway, this was a great game. I was in the NBA store, man. We had all the people them coming in there. You know what I'm saying? The thing was ram-packed. Yeah, E. I like E now. Hey, E. But that's all I gotta say, man. Honestly, I mean, I'm feeling more confident. It's reminding me of 2001. I feel like going outside, getting a couple more tats, getting my hair braided. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I feel like sagging my pants and all that. That's how I'm feeling, man.
Doomsday with you. I'm doomsday with you. I ain't with that. I'm sorry. Hell no. 4 in a row. No, bro. That means obviously we know what that means. That means game 2 in OKC, you're going home. Both games here at Naptown, it's about to be loud in a bitch. And it do matter, motherfucker.
It don't matter.
Yeah, did you not see him in OKC with all that noise last night? Walk them down. Walk them down.
Was you that confident when AI went in there and beat up on the Lakers?
Bro, listen, we're talking. This is not even Lakers versus Sixers. It was AI. AI. You wouldn't want none of them other niggas. You wouldn't want Aaron McKee and none of them other niggas on your fucking team, nigga. This is not them. You feel what I'm saying?
I'd want Mutombo. He's
bro, Mutombo, he was the defensive player of the year that year, right? That don't mean nothing when you outweighed by 150 pounds with Big Shaq, man. That shit don't amount to a hill of beans, dog.
And what I'm trying to tell you is that OKC juggernaut, I'm telling you right now, from even watching that game, I was like even more confident that I'm telling you, man, I'm even more confident, man. Even more confident, bro. Even more confident.
Let me ask you a question. Are you gonna be this confident if they win? If the OKC lose game 2, are you gonna be this confident still?
I mean, clearly not. But I'm making my prediction, man. I said thing in 5, and I feel even more confident just away from watching how they defend. I'm just like this shit, like the way that and they're not gonna stop defending like this. So what I'm trying to tell you is they're gonna capitalize on them turnovers, bro. And when they do, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a absolute wrap, and the defense is gonna always stay there.
Whoa! Pause, Doomsday. Pause, bro. That D made you a believe. Hey, I know what you mean, though, bro. I know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? But pause, though. Pause, though. You know what I'm saying? You my guy. But pause, though. You understand? Hey, man, listen. What I'm not gonna do, I think you're just trying to stick with your prediction. OKC in 5. It's okay. It's okay if you say, you know what I'm saying? It's okay for sure, bro. For sure. It's okay if you say, bro, you know what? Maybe OKC in 6 or maybe OKC in 7 because it's still a prediction that they'll win. You just didn't get it right in 5, and you talk. So it can't nothing sway you that it's 4, that it's not 4 in a row. Nothing.
No,
this ain't bro. This ain't Shaq and Kobe out here.
And look, damn near it's Kobe. Damn near Kobe over there.
Where's Shaq at? Where Big Diesel at? I don't see Big Diesel nowhere.
Yeah, Big Diesel in there, but that defense, Big Diesel though.
That defense got fucking stumped over.
Okay. I mean, I feel confident, man. I'm just telling you what I think. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you what I think. You know what I mean? Game 1 is the one that they had to go and get, but it's nothing. It's a wrap after this one. I'm telling you right now. That defense, especially that defense, bro, like Tyrese Halliburton, bro. I told you from before. He ain't get. I swear to God, you'll be lucky if he cracks 20 in this whole series. I'm being dead.
No, listen, and listen, and I'm not.
We called that too. We called that.
I'm not disagreeing with that. It's gonna be tough for him to get that. I mean, he had 14 points last night. When you see him, you know, when they guard him, you know, they guard him. He can't get by anybody. That's why he's trying to drive. He's just kicking the ball to the open man. You know what I mean? So he had in the first half, he had a couple threes. It was wide open. Somebody jumped at it. You know, he pump faked and hit a couple wide open threes. But later on in the game, you know what I'm saying? He started getting to the lane a little bit. Remember, I told you he was gonna pick on Chet. He was picking on Chet. Chet is long, you know, what is he, 7'2", whatever the case may be. And, he get his little step back thing going. And this is another reason when I say the basketball players, the defenders, they should go out there, and I really mean this. They should go out there and do, in off season, they should be doing DB and linebacker drills. Seriously. Because you wouldn't be getting hit with the same move every time. Halliburton, as a football player, I want you in my body. Yeah, go ahead. Because I know what you're about to do, and I'm standing strong enough to where you can't push off on me. I'm not going to go nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? It wouldn't be to get that. I knew what Halliburton was about to do. He was about to drive in and get a step back just to clear some space. And I think it was Wiggins. Is it Wiggins, number 22?
No, it was Cason Wallace. But he played good D, though. I think it was a good shot.
He did. But the space that was cleared, if they had some football in them, I promise you that I was expecting Lou Dort. You know what I mean? Loose shorts to be on Halliburton for the last play of the game, but he wasn't.
It's just how it happened. But realistically,
listen. Hold on, wait a minute. In that moment, you look for Halliburton. I got him. And they know this how it happened. No, he was already down the floor.
Yeah, but then he might give it to Pascal.
Then listen. Pascal ain't the one making clutch shot after clutch shot in these playoffs. You make him make one in. I
agree with you. No, I agree with you. The only thing is because remember they was calling these ticky fouls too. So it's like, I mean, there was certain occasions where there was already in the bonus. So if any type of foul, so you couldn't really play aggressive defense, like aggressive defense. You know what I mean?
In that moment, all I'm saying is they had success on Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? And I think at that time, in that moment of the game, Lou Dortz, that's when he says, I'm first team all defense. Boy, you ain't getting no shot off. He wouldn't have did that move on Lou Dortz, if you ask me. You know what I mean? And had that much of a space to make that shot or complete that shot. You know what I mean? So, but it's over now.
Yeah. I mean, I know. Cason Wallace is from. He's a really, really, really good defender. I wouldn't say as a Dort because Dort is stronger, but Cason Wallace can defend, my nigga.
I'm with you, but here's my thing. He's a good defender, but you allow Halle to get that separation space that he needed, and I don't think Lu Dort would have done that. So if it comes down to it again, in which it very might well happen, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You weren't thinking last time it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, if it happened again,
I said it's gonna be in 5, baby. Talk to me.
Okay. I'm just saying, last night you didn't think that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if this situation occurs again, I'm sure I would be. Hey, Lou, you got him in the last moments. Period. Point blank. And if somebody else make the shot, then damn it, so be it. Then so be it. You know what I mean? So I'm not really, too worried. I'm more worried about Halliburton making the game-winning shot than I am Siakam putting it on the ground, doing step back and all of that. You know what I mean? That's not what he's great at or best at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in that situation, I would definitely have Lou Shorts on him. You know what I mean? And Lou Shorts, he came alive, later on, he was shooting 3. What was he? 5 of 9 from 3. You know what I mean? But the killer for the Pacers, the X factor that night, it was Obi Toppin, because he was hitting 3 after 3 after 3, open threes too. You know what I mean? So hey man, this series can definitely be long. You know what I'm saying? And I get where your confidence is because you talk about, listen, you basically saying, I know OKC can get the lead on these boys 10, 15 points all the time. But what they not gonna do is start, blowing leads every game like the Knicks, because they're better than that. That's what you saying. You know what I mean? And listen, that's cool.
They're better defensively, and they're gonna it's not just always gonna be a situation where you turn over the basketball that many times against this team, you're gonna get punished, bro. You know what I mean? And I just believe that throughout this entirety of this playoffs, that's what we've been seeing. And just because one game is not going to deter my, you know what I'm saying? Because I see it, I've seen it, and I know Indiana can come back. And game one is always they had if it's going to be one of the games, it's going to be this game. You know what I mean? So I just believe that during the rest of the duration of this series, as they turn over this basketball, they're going to be getting in them shorts, and you're going to see a couple blowouts. I'm telling you right now. Remember, we had this conversation.
Yeah. So basically, the last question was, you don't have a different outlook on this series. I was basically saying, not saying that you think they're going to lose now. I'm saying if you have a different outlook, like, it's not going to be in 5. It's going to be longer than that. But clearly you cleared that up, and you said it was going to be 5 still. They're going to win 4 straight. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't have a different outlook as far as who's going to win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm listen, bro. It can go 7. It can go 7, dog. You see 4 straight. I don't. If it do go 4 straight, I'm not gonna be mad because I predicted OKC to win. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be mad if the Pacers win. I'm not gonna be mad if the Pacers win. I ain't gonna be mad. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I mean, look, the different outlook for me, dog, is that the series is gonna be longer. You know what I mean? Because I don't think the Pacers gonna give up. Gonna lose 2 games at the crib. I just don't think they're going to do that. You know what I mean? I think OKC will win game 2, and maybe the Pacers will win game 3, and they're going to win one of them games. They're going to win one of them games. It might shock us to win both of them. Who knows? You said this remind you of 2000, 25 years ago. Yeah, you said Kobe out there. Shaq ain't out there, though.
What I'm saying is a bit dominant team is out there. That's what I'm saying.
All right, man. Well, I tell you what, the dominant team better start capitalizing on all them turnovers. Because listen, if they were capitalizing on the turnovers, bro, this would have been 30-point blowout. 30. Yeah. 30. I'm talking first half. They just sat down in the third quarter. They just sat down in the third quarter and said, you know what, we'll see you again on Sunday. You got 1-0, we'll see you again on Sunday. Let's save our players' legs. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Pacers up 1-0 in the series. Game 2, Sunday, back in OKC. And shit, man, we're going to be in for a good one, bro. That's what I really, truly believe we're going to be in for a good one. I don't think it's going to be no blowout. I think it might be another tight game. You know what I'm saying? A game of runs. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man?
Okay. No. Which one is it going to be? Don't say it might.
I just said. I think it's going to be another close game. I just said, nigga. Listen. No matter what I say, I still got OKC winning the series. So no matter what I say, it might be a close game, might be this. It don't matter. I got OKC. I ain't backing off what I said. You know what I mean? So moving on, man. Sticking with the NBA, we see now that next season, the NBA is gonna have the USA versus the world. You know what I mean? Versus the international players in the All-Star game next season. You know what I mean? Are you excited about this? Are you happy about this? Something you've been wanting to see? Something you would like to see, or what? Talk to me.
Listen, we all have something different in you know when it comes to the All-Star game and what we think that should be happening. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
think you know a lot of people think that it should just go back to the Eastern Western Conference, put the old jerseys, put your jerseys on, and go compete, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just go compete. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And right now, because of what's happening with you know, the NBA today, and you know, players are not really going hard and whatnot, and it's not really, you know, entertaining in that way because players aren't really going at it how they, let's say, used to. Let's say
Mhm.
maybe, you know, they're trying to come up with things to make it, you know, interesting and make it maybe, you know, and the only issue I have with this, I'll be Mike, the only issue I have with this is I don't know how many what are we going to go to? 10 players? Are we going to 12 players? And is there going to be 12 world players
Yeah.
that are that have, let's say, good enough seasons to be all-stars? That's the
Mhm.
question. Now the only way to really think about this and do it, the only
Mhm.
way to really think about this and do it is who are the players that are the international players, right?
Mhm.
Who are the international players that are going to be on the All-Star team. Now,
Right.
if we could sit there and we could start naming or whatever the case may be, let we can maybe start to jot them down. All right. So if we go, we don't forget about America because there's gonna be a bunch of American players that are gonna be all stars, right?
Right.
Okay. So let's go with number one. We got Luca.
Yep.
Yeah, we got Luca.
Yep.
We got Giannis. That's two.
Yep.
We got Jokic. That's three.
Mhm.
Victor Wembanyama. That's four.
Mhm.
And then we got SGA. That's five.
Yes, sir.
That's five.
Yes,
And
sir.
you put okay, yeah, that's five. Okay, so now the next five, and this is only five. We talking about legitimate all stars.
Right.
Now where are we going? Pascal Siakam, but is he a legitimate all star? Because he might not have a season like he had this year. You
Right.
know what I mean? He's only what, a two-time or three-time all star. What is he?
Three time.
Okay, is Carl Anthony Towns? Is he's American, right? So we can't put him. Is he?
Yeah, but
Or is he Dominican?
I don't think he was born in
Okay,
Dominican
okay.
Republic or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
Mm-mm.
he's Jersey born, but I think his parents or some shit is he
Yeah,
got.
yeah, I know that, but which one is he representing? You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
that's yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Where are we going? Are we gonna where are we going from here? Where are we going from here?
Dylan
We're
Brooks.
miss no, 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 no. We have to say all stars. We
Right,
can't
right,
do
right,
that, right?
right, 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 right. Keep going.
Okay, so no, on Cleveland, that's all thing. On Boston, that's all Americans. On New
Yeah,
York, two of them American. Indiana, we already said Pascal.
yeah.
Milwaukee, that's only Giannis. Detroit, that's who? Cade Cunningham and them boys. Orlando, okay, let's go one of the Wagner brothers.
Uh
But
huh.
he is teetering. He's not a bona fide all-star.
What's up? What's up, little bro?
Man, you hear about Anthony Richardson?
I heard about his shoulder fucked up. I'm on the show with Jordan right now. Say what's up to Jordan.
Jordan, what it do, baby?
Oh, what's good, baby? Haven't heard from you in a minute, man. I'm waiting for you, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Let me hit you when I get through with the show, little bro. All right. Go ahead, bro.
So we got Orlando, Ben Carroll, case one Wagner. So if you want to put Wagner in there, and he is teetering, okay. So that's
Yeah.
six on the teeter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we have what's his name? Without putting Dyson Daniels in there, because you have Trae Young, right?
Right.
Chicago. Who you want to put from Chicago? Kobe White. Who you want to put in there?
Vucevic. Yeah, but he's not an all-star.
Vucevic, he ain't an all-star. Let's be very
Mm-hmm.
clear. Let's
Yep.
go to Toronto. Who we got from Toronto? You got who you have? You have RJ Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he has a good season, like he's not an all-star, has never been one. So let's not act like he's an all-star.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about Brooklyn. Okay. We got Philadelphia. Joel Embiid's American. Paul
Well,
George,
he's definitely gonna play for USA for sure.
Paul George ain't being no all-star. Tyrese Maxey's
No.
American. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to Charlotte, right? We got Charlotte. Who you have there? You have LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And even their second best player, who you want to put? Mikal Bridges or no, Miles Bridges. Okay, then we go to Washington. Who's on Washington? The French boy.
Mm-mm.
He ain't no damn all-star. And you have
No.
Jordan Poole. Okay, all right. Now we go to the Western Conference. You got
Hey.
SGA. This like no, I'm being dead ass. Who? Rudy Gobert. Okay,
Mhm.
Rudy Gobert was an all-star. He might be an
Yeah.
all-star. Let's be honest. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe depending on how well the team is doing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Mike
the
Conley
Clippers.
retired too, ain't he? You Mike Conley about to retire?
Damn it, he should because Dillingham should be in there anyway. Anyway, so we got Houston, we got Sengun. Sengun's an all-star. Let's put him in there. Sengun's an all-star. So that's 7. Okay, then we got Denver. Jamal Murray. He has never been an all-star in the NBA.
Yep.
So now we're just gonna throw niggas in there that don't deserve it now if he's not having a good enough season. He's an all-star caliber player. I think we can agree on that, correct?
Yeah.
But he ain't ever been an all-star.
Right.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh,
What's wrong,
no.
man?
Oh, it's raining. Hold on.
Well. It's raining. Well, listen, Jordan's making good points, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got, like I said, you got Joker, Giannis, SGA, Luka, and Wemby. That's 5 right there. And you got Siakam, Franz Wagner, Rudy Gobert, and Sengun from Houston. So I mean, I understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? They didn't earn. You're gonna have guys in there that's gonna have an all-star game or all-star on their accolades, and they really didn't deserve it. You feel what I'm saying? And I get that. I understand that. You know what I mean? So me personally, go ahead. You go ahead. Finish up. I was just letting people know. Like, I understand where you're coming from. You're gonna have guys in there, you know what I mean, that really didn't earn an all-star game appearance. And you're gonna have, so that's gonna be on their resume, and they're really not all-stars just to do this USA versus world thing. You know what I mean? So
there's not, but Big Mike, there's not enough. We talking about Memphis. Who you have on Memphis?
Yeah.
Clippers, you put Zubac, but it's going to be probably a Kawhi Leonard or James Harden. You know what I mean? If you want to put Zubac he's never been an all-star. You understand what I'm saying? You go to Phoenix, you have D-Book. You go to Dallas, you go to Dallas, who you get? Kyrie Irving, USA, played for USA, and he's hurt. Okay, Sacramento, who you going for? Who those are all Americans behind Sabonis. We can put Sabonis. Sabonis is in there, so that's 8.
He's American though. I think he was born over here. Right.
I don't know. But he can play for, depending on if he's ever played for America. He can choose to play for his homeland where his dad was from, or play for America. Correct? Yeah. He can choose.
I think so. Yeah.
Portland. What are we talking about? I mean, unless you're telling me that Canadian boy is going to be an all-star, or Anthony Simon is about to be an all-star, Simmons or whatever his name is. You have the Spurs. You have the Spurs team with Victor. New Orleans, Zion, he might be in jail. We don't know. Okay, we don't know what's going to be happening with him. You feel what I'm saying? We don't know, right? And then you got Utah. You got marketing. You got marketing.
No,
he's never. He's been an all-star once.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. That's not enough players. Is what I'm trying to say. We just went through the whole fucking list, Big Mike. Feel me?
Yeah.
So who's going to be an all-star? That's why it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
You're looking at about 9 players right here. You know what I mean? Joker, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Siakam, Wagner, Rudy, and Rudy Gobert, and Sengun. And that's just assuming, you know what I mean, Pascal Siakam is going to be an all-star. You know what I mean? We know he has the potential and the capability to do that, but is he going to be that? You know what I'm saying? But he could. See, where I was going with this, you know what I'm saying? And you made great points. But where I was going to go with it was like this. You know, this is a good idea. I think it's a good idea if, you know, you're trying to get guys to play harder or whatever the case may be. But I was just looking at it like this, all right? Because I'm looking at it like this. The guys that's going to be, you know, leading this thing against these really, you got 5 guys on the court at one time. And, you know, the guys for U.S. that's going to be leading this thing are the older guys. And I ain't even got to say those niggas' names. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The guys that's still selling out the arenas, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be 41 years old. Steph's going to be 38. But Kevin Durant's going to be fucking 37 or 38. You know what I mean? And are they going to go hard? You know what I mean? Are they going to go hard for this game right here, knowing they got the rest of the season to go play? You know what I mean? They've already been in this All-Star game before. You know what I mean? Many times before. They've all been in All-Star game MVPs. You know what I mean? These guys, I don't think they are getting up. You know, it ain't the Olympics. It ain't the Olympics. It's one night All-Star game, and these dudes LeBron is past 40, and Steph and KD are pushing 40. Look at the Olympics. Look at the Olympics. Who did it fall on? The old niggas. The old niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, it's Joel Embiid. I don't even want him to play. I don't even want him playing. You don't need to do nothing extracurricular, motherfucker. You need to be healthy for the fucking season. You know what I mean? So we can't put him down there as if he's gonna be there either. You know what I mean? But even still, I was just looking at the guys that's really gonna be carrying this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the older guys. And if they were gonna do this, I just wish it would have happened. It would have been great if it would have happened 5-10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Where they were younger, and obviously those guys, wasn't even in the league. You know what I mean? Jokic was, but you get what I'm saying. I wish they were around the same age, so this could be, something a real big deal. You know what I mean? Because without those guys, I think the U.S. would fucking lose. That's just being honest. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So that was my side of it. Now your side is great too, because you talk about guys that not gonna earn it. Because you got 9 guys that can make the World All-Star team right now. Just name them: Joker, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Siakam, Wagner, and Rudy Gobert and Sengun. You know what I'm saying? That's 9 guys, but you're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need 10.
But we pushing Wagner being Mike, because Wagner's never been an All-Star.
Yeah, yeah, and you're right about that too. So this
he's gonna have to earn it. He's gonna have to earn it now.
But yeah, well, when they do this, bro, it's gonna be guys on the team for definitely for the US. I mean, not for US, definitely guys for the world team that's not gonna earn it. And I think that's gonna raise some eyebrows to other guys across the league. You know what I'm saying? That earned it, because you're only gonna have 10 to 12. Let's just say 12 spots, right? 12 spots on US. You got 12, so that's 24 spots. My nigga, it's going to be way more players in the U.S. that earned that fucking spot versus the guys that earned it in the world. So I just think this is going to cause some drama. It's going because these guys, you as a player, I don't care who you are. You want to be an all-star. You want to be a Pro Bowler. You want that shit on your resume, whether it's 10 times, 5 times. You want that shit. And if I'm going to lose my spot to somebody that's on the world team, and these niggas putting up 9 points, I'm giving you 25, or I'm giving you this, I'm giving you that. That's gonna be a problem.
I know you're exaggerating with the 9 points, but definitely there's gonna be players that are. So this is the issue for me, right? If we were to name, let's say, okay, let's predict the All-Star team for the world. Okay.
All right.
Let's predict it. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go with the USA team, right? So let's go with D-Book, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Edwards. Okay. Yeah. Joel Embiid, if he's healthy, that's 6.
That's correct. 6.
That's if he's healthy, correct?
Right.
Okay. Let's put Jason Tatum is out.
Yep, he's gone.
Jason Tatum is out. Okay. So who else are we gonna put in there from there? That's
Bam.
You got Bam. You got Tyrese Halliburton. Correct. You got Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
Correct. You got who was it? Evan Mobley. Correct.
Is he
going? Yeah. I mean, let's just go with the players that are usually going. You got Cade Cunningham.
Ooh, yep.
Correct. And then we also have what's his name?
Jalen
Trae Young. Jalen Brunson.
That's 12.
Trae Young, Jalen Brunson. That's not including Jaylen Brown.
Trae Young makes 13.
Yeah, so that's not including Trae Young. That's not including Brown, Jaylen Brown. That's not including what's his name either from Toronto, right? And that's not including even Tyler Hero.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And Damian Lillard's out. Damian Lillard's out too. And we didn't put Evan Mobley in there, or we did?
He's in there.
Okay. So think about that. And so think about that. Okay. You have all those. That's not including Anthony Davis. We didn't say AD.
Paolo Banchero.
We didn't say Paolo Banchero. We didn't say Jalen Williams, right? We didn't say Jalen Williams, correct? We didn't say if Julius Randle has a good season, let's say, I don't know. We didn't put James Harden or Kawhi Leonard.
James Harden ain't making it.
Yeah, I mean, he was there last year, so I'm just Listen, he was. If we gonna throw in Franz Wagner, you know what I'm saying? If we just throwing niggas in,
Yeah.
That's not including that's not including who else is there? Oh, from the Sacramento Kings. It's not including DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine.
Mm-hmm. De'Aaron Fox.
Or De'Aaron Fox. Or John Morant. Or who else? Or Jaren Jackson Jr.
Mm.
And Jimmy Butler.
Mm.
What are we talking about? So
Yes.
are you sitting here trying to tell me that you're gonna have at least, you remember when we had maybe 1 or 2 snubs, Big Mike?
Yeah.
We about
Yeah.
to have motherfucking 10. We about to have 10 snubs. It's
Yes, Lord.
you feel me? And we didn't get to Zion if he has a good year. We didn't get to we didn't get to that. We didn't get to that either. We didn't even get to any of the Portland dudes if they have a good year. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't get to that. We didn't get to that, Big Mike. This is a problem. This is a problem. I'm trying to tell you. So
Yeah.
what happens? So tell me this. What happens if the Lakers, or let's say Golden State is a number 1 or 2 or 3 seed? Let's just say, okay,
Mhm.
because they had Jimmy, you have Luka and them boys, and they might deserve 3 All-Stars. So you're telling me if Draymond deserves to be an All-Star, that's gonna take a spot away from who? One of the niggas like one of them niggas that are getting 25, 26, 27 a night playing for a middle of the pack team. Correct? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you have the Lakers and they might need 3 All-Stars, what if Austin Reeves deserves an All-Star spot now?
He
But
coming.
you can't give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear where I'm coming from? Do you see where I'm coming from? I'm telling you, this is a problem. I'm telling you, it's a problem.
It's gonna raise a lot of eyebrows.
I'm trying to tell you, my man. I'm trying to tell you.
Mm.
You think you can have those 3? If Cleveland has a good year again, can you have 3, maybe 4 All-Stars? Could you?
Somebody getting
Because
snubbed. Yeah, I'm with you, dog.
I'm
You
trying
ain't
to
got.
tell you.
I ain't in disagreement with you at all. At all.
I'm telling you, there's not enough world players. So when people try and tell me the world is catching up, no, the world is getting better. But when we try to talk about the countries, it's still far behind.
Mm-hmm.
This is just in my humble opinion. Teams are getting better. Don't get me wrong, but bro, there's so many more USA players better than, let's say, the average team. It's like it's not even close.
Right. Yeah,
So,
man.
I mean,
Ooh, man. Yeah, this
I'm trying
got
to tell you, this is not a good look for me, man.
This got the potential to like I said, you want that all-star on your resume. You want that Pro Bowl on your resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew. Yeah, this
Bro,
is
that's the pinnacle, big. That's the pinnacle. That's like
you
one
know,
of the pinnacle things as a player, bro.
if Adam, I think Adam Silver, man. I think he just try. I think I commend him for trying. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's as simple as coming out saying, listen, play hard in this motherfucking game. We don't have time. Play hard. I mean, put like, you know what I'm saying? Like when David Stern was here, they had an issue. You know what I mean? They had an issue. You know what I'm saying? So I listen. I commend Adam Silver for trying his best, but I think he kind of him and whoever else made the decision. I think they kind of dropped the ball on this one. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of dropped the ball on this one. This is gonna make niggas mad. Somebody that's out there balling and you get snubbed. You know what I'm saying? By somebody that's not even hitting on nothing like that.
My nigga's getting snubbed for fucking who could it fucking be? Name a fucking player. I don't know.
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy giving you 9 and 12 and 2
Yeah.
blocks
Yeah.
for a team that's in 8th place.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Go find me a kite, my nigga. Come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm with you right there, bro. I couldn't agree with you more right there, Playboy. You know what I mean? But listen, man, I know you got to get up out of here, so we're gonna go ahead and move on from that and just translate.
I was getting heated. I was heated.
Yeah,
that one pissed me off.
Yeah,
bro. I'm telling you, I don't like it, man. I don't like it, bro.
We gonna translate to the NFL real quick one time. You know what I mean? Been some shake up, not really a shake up, but hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers finally got their quarterback, and that is Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? He's headed to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a one year deal. Jordan, how much do you think this will help the Pittsburgh Steelers next season? Talk to me.
I mean, you can go off because I mean, listen. I already spoke about fucking Aaron Rodgers last year, and Aaron Rodgers had a good team last year. I don't want to care what anybody tells me. People thought the Jets was about to be good. We don't want to talk about what they had on the defensive side of the ball. We don't want to talk about what they had on their skill players. We don't want to talk about Aaron Rodgers about to be cute, old back in the day. Aaron Rodgers and all this that and the fourth. Remember, we was having this conversation on the fucking pod. How many fucking times, my nigga? And if they gonna bring Aaron Rodgers back, it depends. If you gonna get that old Aaron Rodgers that came the last 3, 4, 5 weeks of the season when the season was done anyway, What we talking about? You know what I mean? So if you think that Aaron Rodgers gonna do it, let me tell you something. That Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna do shit. And you coming into a thing with the Bengals, and you're gonna have to play against Burrow and them. You're gonna have to come against the Baltimore Ravens and them, and you're gonna have to. I mean, maybe the Bengals, if they have a bad defense, I don't know what's gonna happen. They might be able to do something there. Then you have Cleveland. I mean, they have a good defense too. Maybe I don't know. We do something there. I don't know. But we're just talking about what we've seen of Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to go into his stats. I don't want to go into any of that. He does not look like the same player. It's very simple. And I know Pittsburgh has some good players over there on that side. Don't get me wrong now. But what we've seen from Aaron Rodgers previously, he's not going to show me that, oh, yeah, they got Aaron Rodgers and now the Steelers are going to be one of them teams. They're always going to be a team they're going to be over 500 that they always usually are. You know what I mean? Like, they always going to do that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't see what's the issue in maybe trying to find someone at a younger age, or why would we draft a QB and start from there? This is what I don't understand. What's the point of having a 1-year contract, 1-year rental for what? Explain to me for what? For 1 year and then he's done? What are we doing? Why would you not go and do what maybe Minnesota's doing? If you're going to do something, then do something like this. Especially if you don't even have a QB. Why are we not drafting a QB then? Like explain to me why didn't they draft Shedeur? Why?
Listen, I for sure thought he was going to be gone with the Steelers at 21. I'm like, they don't have a Q. They're going to stick around and be waiting on Aaron Rodgers. And if he do go there, it's a 1-year deal because you're not about to give him 3-4 years. The man is 40 plus. You know what I'm saying? To me, bro, this is so backwards. It's so backwards because why? Maybe we would have a little bit of a different discussion had you not traded away George Pickens, because now you got Pickens and you got Metcalf on both sides, and you got Freiermuth as your tight end. Maybe we would be like, well, you know, this could work a little bit. Maybe so, but this is the same situation Aaron Rodgers came from. You got one receiver in DK Metcalf, one receiver. That's it. That's it, bro. I don't think this is gonna hit. Like you said, they always above 500. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. To me, 9-8 is not a winning season. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not a winning season to me, bro. Yeah, you won one game of 500, but that's not a win. You ain't been winning. You know what I'm saying? You won some game, but out of 17, 9-8 is not a winning season to me. So I listen. Maybe they win 10 games. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they win 11 games. Who knows? But you got one receiver, bro. You don't have a double threat no more because they traded him away, and then you want to go get a quarterback. They should have kept George Pickens. You got DK Metcalf. Should have drafted Shedeur Sanders, and then you could have went. They all young. They young. They ain't 30. You know what I'm saying? So I think this shit is backwards. I don't think this ain't about to help the Steelers get over the hump next year. They're not winning the division. They can lose. They can lose to the Browns by defense alone. You know what I mean? They're not going to beat the Ravens. They're going to sweep the Steelers. They're going to sweep this unless you telling me, you know what I'm saying, he about to turn into the vintage Aaron Rodgers. Okay? And we know that's a division game. We know that shit, but God damn it. Nah, bro. This shit is backwards to me. And I think they made the wrong ass move and going with, we're not going to draft Shedeur. Why not? You should have took him at 21. That's your quarterback for the fucking future. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But hey, and the thing is, at 21, you didn't draft a quarterback because you was depending on Mason Rudolph, and then you waiting around on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is full of shit to me. I think he waited all of this time, this is my opinion, so he could skip, OTAs and all that. He ain't had to do all that extra shit, and he just want to come right to minicamp and just start throwing. That's what I think he wanted to do. You know what I mean? He older, don't want to go through all of that shit, and then he can just step out there and just start throwing and shit. That's what I think. So this shit, it was some weak ass shit on his behalf. You know what I mean? The Steelers was weak for waiting on him. You know what I mean? They was weak for not drafting Shedeur at 21, and they're not going to do nothing next year.
It's not even that it's Shedeur though, Big Mike.
The quarterback, period. A quarterback. Yeah. I'm just saying, to me, that was the best quarterback available. You understand? And you passed up on it. You could have had a quarterback for the future. You was ready to go out there with Mason Rudolph this year. Really? That's what the fuck you was going to do? Depend on Mason Rudolph, and now you got a 1-year deal with Aaron Rodgers, and then next year, if he don't do good for you this season, now you're gonna what? You're gonna draft another quarterback, and guess what? Unless you're telling me they're about to have a terrible season under 500, are they gonna be good enough to get a top 5 pick, a top 10 pick? I don't think so. Hell, they had 21st pick last year. Are they going to fall off that much to go be able to get a quarterback early in the draft next year? No. So this
they drafted the quarterback in round 6. So
wow, wow. I'm talking about 21. You ain't good enough to wait till round 6 to draft a fucking quarterback. That should have been their first thing. That should have been the first thing they done. You know what I'm saying? This shit backwards, bro. They're not going to. They're gonna win some games, but they're not winning a division. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think they're gonna be a threat to a lot of people. I just don't. Because what you're going to see is you're going to try to see him get on the wavelength like him and Devontae Adams had. It's going to be a bunch of back shoulder fades, some slant, because DK Metcalf runs slant routes. He runs straight, he's fast, and throw a back shoulder fade, or it's going to be a go route, whatever the case may be. Other than that, bro, that's it. That's it. And he got brick hands a lot of times, too. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see him frustrated. You're going to see Aaron Rodgers frustrated. Is he going to be able to take Aaron Rodgers looking at him like that? Is he going to be able to take that? Is Aaron Rodgers going to be able to take DK Metcalf going off like that? Or are they going to be able to take that? They both divas, both of them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, it is what it is. And even though George Pickens is a diva, you know what I'm saying, too, he's a diva, at least you got 2 guys to choose from. You got 2 talented guys to choose from. Now you ain't got that no more. So I don't think it helps so much at all. They're not about to do nothing special. It's just going to be another season that the Pittsburgh Steelers is playing football. Nothing's good going to come out of this. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, man.
I'm with you. I mean, I just doesn't make sense to me.
No, it does not.
To me. It doesn't make sense to me.
At all.
But especially after the season that I mean, I remember when we had to start the podcast and we was like the Jets. Everyone thought the Jets. I'm just like the Jets is. Aaron Rodgers doesn't show me that he's like some, guy that's gonna make you a championship caliber team all of a sudden. So if that's the case, then why would you not just start off with someone maybe even younger, or why don't you try to go get someone else? Like if you just care about that, why don't you go get Jameis Winston? Why don't you do that if you don't get? And why not?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, dog. You feel me? So I know you got to get up out of here, dog. You know what I mean? We ain't pretty much got nothing else for the day, you know what I mean? So, I know you said 4 straight for OKC. We shall see, because they play again on Sunday night, you know what I mean? We'll be back on Monday, y'all, to talk about game 2 of the NBA Finals and anything else that transpires over the weekend. We're going to talk about that as well, you feel me? So listen, congrats on you. Hopefully you go out there and get a dub today, Playboy, in your game. Don't go out there and get stepped over and crossed up and shit and scored on and shit, man. I don't want to see you on Instagram getting shook and shit. You know what I mean? So tell Ellen I said what's up. Go out there and get your thing, Playboy.
But before you go, did you see the thing that they said that the Knicks tried to go get KD?
KD, yeah. I seen that. You know what I mean? It ain't so now. I mean, bro, they gave a 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges.
But remember when I said, would you give up Cat for, especially the way that they're making it seem like Cat was the issue for the team?
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was it wasn't like a Cat, because it's not like, bro, he was doing well. He got them to that point too. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just put everything on Cat. It's definitely not everything on Cat. This is a team thing that lost. Right. You wouldn't do a KD for Cat thing? You wouldn't do that? Direct. Especially with the way that Mitchell Robinson is.
I mean, yeah, I would, because they're crying about Cat's defense, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't like Kevin Durant has great defense, but I think he's gonna give better effort than that. But even still, whatever Cat can give you offensively, Kevin Durant can give you that and more. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, I mean, you got Mitchell Robinson, he's shown you. I think Mitchell Robinson just need to get in more shape. And not saying he's sloppy and nothing like that, but you're gonna have to get in more shape, because he's shown that he can go out there and play defense. Get rebounds offensively and defensively. So I think get in better shape, baby. Get your wind right, so you can be out here longer and be out here and be effective on your team. You know what I'm saying? He can pick and roll as well. We've seen that. You got Kevin Durant out there. He's a more of a threat than Cat. You can put the ball in Kevin Durant's hand and say, "Go get a bucket." And not saying not saying Cat can't go get a bucket. But when we see Cat trying to get a bucket, it's always some flopping shit. He always trying to eat. Look, I don't like that shit. That soft ass shit. He be bigger than a nigga that's guarding him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something too. We talk about Luka having to be in shape. Cat need to get in shape too, bro. He not in the best of shape either. He not.
Really?
No, he's not. He is not in the best of shape, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He could be in better shape than that, but I would definitely swap. I would definitely.
I might have some pushback on that one.
I know you got pushback on all Kentucky niggas. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? But him and KD for a swap, I would definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, whatever you're going to get offensively from Cat, Kevin Durant can give you that and more. And more. You know what I mean? And KD don't need the ball in his hands to be effective. He is not the guy. He don't have to, Cat will just stand around. Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? Wherever he at, you going to make sure I got my eye on this guy. I can't let this guy go. You know what I mean? That's going to open it up for other people. And like I said, he can just do more with the ball in his hands as well and without the ball. So KD can move without the ball. He's done it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be, if they was to get that, and that's what Phoenix said they wanted, then shit, let's go. Do it. I would do it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm at with that, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. For the ones that popped in, for the ones that left, came back, whatever, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. And we're gonna get up out of here, man. That's our show for the day, and we gone.